In today's game, we were doing a 1500 point match between Joe's Genestealer cult and my Chaos Space Marines that are going to be running with the new Red Corsairs rules from Vigilus Ablaze. And we're doing supplies from above. So there are 4 objectives. At the beginning of each battle round, we roll off, and the objectives can move up to 3 inches. They can't move off the board or anything. And then, starting from the second battle round on, at the start of each of your turns, you score a victory point if you control an objective. If you have more models around it, but units that can fly supersede that. So potentially we'll be able to move the objectives out of, like if Joe's controlling one, I'll be able to move it, and then he'll no longer be controlling it. We can go right into Joe's Genestealer cult army.
For my Genestealer cult, I'm running 3 detachments, a battalion and 2 Vanguard detachments. I'm running them as the Rusted Claw cult. So that's +1 to armor saves if an attack has 0 or -1 AP. And bikes can advance and not suffer the penalty for assault weapons or move and not suffer for heavy. For my battalion, I've got a Acolyte Icon Ward with the icon of the Cult Ascendant relic. So that's +1 strength to his aura. The Primus is going to be my army's Warlord. I gave him the generic Genestealer cult Warlord trait Biomorph adaptation. And then I've got a Jackal Alphas as the 3 HQs of my battalion detachment. For my troops, I've got a 6-man unit of Acolyte Hybrids with 1 Hand Flamer and 2 Heavy Rock Drills. I've got a Goliath Rock Grinder with Clearance Incinerator and Cache of Demolition Charges for them to ride in. I then have a second unit of Acolyte Hybrids with 2 Heavy Rock Saws and a Hand Flamer, and I've also got a Rock Grinder for them. I took a 5-man so that I could have a character ride around with them. And then I've got 3 squads of Neophyte Hybrids. One of them's just a 10-man with a cult icon, shotguns, and the sergeant has a power pick. 2 squads are autoguns. One of them has 2 mining lasers. For fast attack choices, I've got a 4-man unit of the Adelan Jackals with a Wolf Quad with a Incinerator, and then each of the bikes has a shotgun and a demolition charge. And then I'm taking a Ridge Runner with a heavy mining laser and a spotter. And that's everything in my battalion. For my first Vanguard, I have a Magus with a Familiar. She knows the Psychic Stimulus, Smite, and Mass Hypnosis psychic powers. I've got a Glamavus, a Nexos, and a Sanctus with the Sniper Rifle. And then for my last attachment, I have another Magus who knows the Mass Hypnosis, Smite, and Might from Beyond psychic powers. In his unit, I've got a Calamorph, a Locust, and then I have a 9-man unit of Hybrid Metamorphs with a Cult Icon, 6 Hand Flamers, 4 Metamorph Claws, 3 Talons, and 2 Whips. My list, I just kind of wanted to take all of the new stuff that has come out that I've gotten up. There's no reason for me to take the Biophagus since I'm not taking any Aberrants. And I wanted to take the Glamavus, the Nexos, and the Primus because I knew Danny was going to have a lot of command points from being Red Corsairs. So hopefully I can steal a couple of them. So I spent 1 command point in addition on Grandsire's Gifts to give the Calamorph the Oppressor's Bane pistol. So that just gives him an extra shot, and those shots can reroll to wound. Still has the same can target characters profile, so hopefully I'll be able to use him to pick off some of Danny's guys. So I'm going to have a total of 9 command points since I spent the 1.
So for my Red Corsairs army, I'm running a battalion and a spearhead. Outrider detachment. So the Red Corsair, the new trait is Raiders from the Maelstrom. So if you have... you can charge it in advance like the Renegades usually can. And then if your detachment contains 3 or more units with this trait, you get an extra command point. If 3 units are Chaos Space Marines, you get 3 extra command points. So I'm going to have a total of 13 for my 2 detachments. My Warlord is my Demon Prince. I'm giving him the Reaver Lord Warlord trait, which is the one for the Red Corsairs. So he gets, every time he kills a character, he gets +1 attack. And then the main part of it is you get to take an extra relic for free. So I'm using that for the Intoxicating Elixir on him for +1 strength and +1 attack. And then I am giving him the Warp Time Psychic Power, so he can slingshot himself or my Hellbrute. I know it doesn't look like he has them, but he does have wings. And my Demon Prince also has a Warp Bolter. And then my other HQ in my battalion, I have an Exalted Champion. He's got the Red Corsairs relic, Maelstrom's Bite, which is just a Combine Melter, which is Rapid 3, Strength 4, AP 1, 2 damage, or a Strength, I think just a regular melt again. And then for the rest of the battalion, just to get my command points, I have my 3 squads of Chaos Space Marines. I'm in the middle of working on the Shadowspear ones, so as you can tell, they're headless and armless for the most part, but I almost have the green on them, so I'm getting there. So I have a 5-man squad with a Multigun. They also have an Invisible Chain Axe, 5-man squad with an Autocannon and an Invisible Chain Axe, and then a Plasma Gun with a Visible Chain Axe. For my heavies, I have a 5-man squad of Havocs, so I'm going to try out the new ones with their Stabilizing Talons where they can move and shoot without penalty. The Havoc kit isn't out yet, so I'm just proxying my Heavy Bolter team as the Reaper Chain Gun squad, and then the Champion has a Plasma Gun. I've got a Hellbrute with 2 Combine Bolters and 2 Hellbrute Fists, a Predator with a Havoc Missile Launcher, 2 Las Cannons, and a Predator Autocannon, and a Venom Crawler. For my Spearhead.
Outrider.
Okay. For my Outrider detachment, I have 3 5-man squads of Raptors, each with 2 plasma guns. They're also a work in progress, which is why a lot of them don't have heads. And then I have a Sorcerer leading them, and he's got Prescience and Diabolic Strength to either buff up my Havocs or to give Diabolic Strength to the Venom Crawler, because his guns are based on his strength, so this would help him out. Yeah, I was trying to take a list that wasn't very demon-y, since it's Red Corsairs, but I don't have the models up still to do that, despite how long I've been doing Warhammer, so I got 2 demon guys. But I think all the command points are really cool. It's obviously just a straight-up upgrade from pre-Vigilus Ablaze. But I lose veterans in Long War, but I get a lot of command points. And being able to advance with the Hellbrute and charge with him and the Demon Prince will be really good, I think.
So we rolled off for deployment. Well, first we rolled off and we put objectives down, and I put objective here and over here,
and then I put mine here and here, so very symmetrical and even.
And then I lost the roll off for deployment. Danny chose Hammer and Anvil and gave me this side, and then I had to deploy first, and I deployed my markers. I've got the Kelemorph, the Icon War, the Metamorphs, the Primus, and the Locusts are doing the Deep Strike Cold Ambush, and then everyone in the rest of my army is just going to be deployed via the markers. The Acolyte Hybrids and the Magus are in their respective Rock Grinders.
And then are you going to take first turn?
Oh, what about your deployment?
Oh, yeah, I guess I had to talk. Well, mine's not very interesting either. So I got my Reaper Chain Gun squad up top. I've got my 2 5-man squads, Plasma and Melta over here. I got like my big guns all grouped up in the center with my Sorcerer hiding behind the Predator so Joe can't snipe him, along with the Exalted Champion, and then just another 5-man squad of Chaos Space Marines. Depending on where the objectives fly off to will, I think, depend on the, like, if all the objectives come towards me, then the game will play out differently than if they all go towards Joe. And then I have my 3 squads of Raptors deep striking. So, do you want turn 1?
I do.
Okay. How many heavy weapons do you have?
I've got 2 mining lasers and then
There's
the
a mini
heavy
las
mining
cannons.
laser.
There's a mini las cannons, right?
Yeah. So I only have those 3 as, and then demo charges, but that's kind of like my only strictly anti-vehicle.
Yeah. Well, no, you can go first. I wouldn't even try to see.
Brought in all of the ambush marker Genestealer cult. Putting the Nexus down, I moved one of the markers that was over there over to this side so I could deploy the bikes over here. I've just moved the bikes over slightly, moved the rock grinder up so it was closer but still in cover. And then the other rock grinder just kind of moved up. He's not in cover, but didn't want to get too close so Danny could get a first turn charge on me if he wanted. We rolled for the objectives moving, and both of the objectives on my side of the board, I got to move, and I moved them further into my deployment zone.
And then I got to move my objective over here, which I just moved from here to here. So it's slightly more in cover.
And then deployed the Nexus, the Glamabus in the center. Other stuff's closer so Danny can't shoot him, and their main purpose is just to try and get command points, and the Glamabus denies Danny deep striking his raptors within 12 inches. And then I just got my shotgun squad of neophytes back here, in case the raptors do come back. The one Magus I moved up closer, so she's within deny range if Danny tries to cast. What was it?
Warp time?
Warp time. Other Magus is just hanging out in his rock grinder. And the Jackal Alphys and the Ridge Runner I just deployed in the center of my area in range of Danny's vehicles. So that was all of my movement. I don't have any psychic powers to cast, so just go right into shooting. The Jackal Alphys is going to mock the Predator for the +1 to hit for the Ridge Runner.
What's the Ridge Runner's gun?
They've got the heavy mining laser. So she'll mock him, and then she will fire at the Demon Prince.
He's hiding behind the Hellbrute. You can't see him.
She could see his wings.
No, nobody can see those.
So one shot. Hits. Wounding on 5s. Fails to wound.
Command point.
Not worth it. Oh, and then I also brought in the Sanctus in the highest point in my deployment area. He is going to shoot at the Demon Prince.
All right. Right between the eyes, Joe. Between the eyes.
Wounding on 5s. I'll command point that one.
Nope. Oh, I clipped him in the wing.
He just blew the wings off.
So 6 up. Nope. So down 1 command point.
Alright, so you get mine back on 5 ups.
Yeah, until the Primus comes in. So that was them. So the Ridge Runner with the +1 to hit is going to target the Predator with the heavy mining laser, and its 2 heavy stubbers are going to shoot at the squad of Chaos Space Marines there. So the heavy stubbers will be hitting on 4s. Mining laser will be hitting on 3s. On the Marines. One.
3 up. Good.
Then the heavy mining laser. 1 shot. Hits. Wounding on 3s. Fails to. Okay. And last bit of shooting will be the heavy stubbers from the 2 rock grinders firing into the squad of Chaos Space Marines. So, I just roll them together. This probably won't kill too many, if any. Wounding on 4s. Oh. But didn't wound anyone. So that is all of my shooting. So I'm down a command point and I didn't do any damage.
I like not being sniped, though. So I'm going to immediately go for a really risky play and try to get my Hellbrute into Joe's Rock Grinder turn 1 with Warp Time. And if it goes bad, it's going to be pretty bad. But then my additional hope is I moved all these guys together so I can cast Psychic Powers and reroll 1s and stuff. So I hope to buff the Predator and blow up that Rock Grinder. My Reaper Chain Cannons are going to hopefully gun down that back squad. And then that's kind of my entire plan. I moved my characters into kind of the center of my cluster, so hopefully Joe's Revolver guy can't come in and gun them all down. But now they're exposed to the snipers, so there's not too much I can do between those two. So the big thing here is if warp time goes off, because if warp time goes off, I pretty much have a guaranteed charge. Joe can only deny 1 power, but that's not. I have to do them in a specific order. So I'm gonna first cast Diabolic Strength on the Hellbrute from my from my sorcerer. It goes off with a 12. So I take a D3 mortal wounds, right? But
yeah.
And then you can't deny it, so I just eat the D3. I take 2. Because I have to save my command point to reroll warp time. So now you can just snipe and kill it. But now the Hellbrute is +2 strength, +1 attack. And then the sorcerer will cast Prescience onto the Predator. Goes off with a 7. Do you want to deny?
I'm good.
And then warp time from the Demon Prince onto the Hellbrute. Looking for a 6. Got a 5. I'll command point the 1. Give me a 6. 8.
Try and deny that one. I'll command point the 1.
Oh, no.
Well, I also get to roll for your command point. 11. So, 5 up. Get the command point back.
Denied for free. I'm glad I took 2 mortal wounds. No, that was just the risk. I think it was really big, because I think I could kill it before Joe attacks, and then I could either pile into the dudes from the wreckage or get the bikes. I think either one of those plays is really big.
I don't think you get the wreckage, because I could have like piled them
in the back,
so you get the bikes.
Yes, so you get the bikes, which I'd be just as happy with, essentially. I think I could still try to charge you. I bet you just have the flamer for Overwatch.
Yeah, since you're outside of 6.
Okay, so I got my Predator off, so I will do that first. So I'm just going to fire everything at the Rock Grinder. So 2 last cannons, Predator autocannon, and Havoc missile launcher. Last cannons. Well, no, I'll do the Predator cannon first. 2d3 shots, 4. Hitting on 2s. All hit. Strength 7. Yikes. What is your toughness? 7. Right, so 1 wound.
AP.
It's an autocannon. It's probably a 1, but it's Predator autocannon. So yeah, AP 1.
So because of the cult thing, I still get my 4 up. Since my save goes to a 3 up, -1. Fail.
3 damage. Alright, you get 6 up, feel no pain.
Take 2.
And then my big gun, I got 2 last cannons. Reroll the 1. Both hit. Wounding on 3s. Command point the 2 last cannons. AP 3.
No save.
Right, last cannons. I always confuse last cannons and entropy cannons. Yeah, AP 3, so no save.
No.
Okay, so 2d6. 9. And then I just have my Havoc missile launcher.
He's dead.
Okay. So first strike. And my missile launcher is wasted, but that's fine.
Does not explode. Is it 1s or 6s that kill guys?
Probably 1s.
It's 1s.
Then everyone's good.
I mean, 6s. And then, wait, who's piling out of that?
Just regular Acolyte hybrids.
Will you be in cover, right, with them?
Yeah.
So I will fire at the Neophyte squad? Right, Joe?
Yeah.
So 8 shots a guy with the Reaper chain cannons. And then I have a plasma gun. So 7, 8.
Close call.
Gonna have to pin the familiar.
Oh no.
I'll just leave it off.
Oh yeah, Reaper chain. So Joe's ignoring my AP1, unfortunately. But no penalty for moving and shooting. And since I don't have veterans, I'm not super worried about like doing the like +1 to hit and +1 to wound because I just can't. T3. Yep.
AP1.
Yeah, but you ignore that, right?
Yeah. 5 up. 6 die.
Okay. So how many left then? 4?
Yeah.
I will shoot with my Venom Crawler at the... How many wounds do these guys have? Are they 1?
Yeah.
They look like they could be 2. The Venom Crawler's kind of wasted on that, but Joe's in cover over here. What's the toughness? 7?
7.
Alright, I'll shoot at him then. And I will use 1 point for Demon Forge. So I get to reroll to hit and to wound.
So what are you shooting at?
Venom Crawler onto that.
Okay, onto the Rock Rider.
And this is AP2, so Joe doesn't get his thing. So 2d3 shots.
But I am
3.
in cover.
Yeah. 3 shots. Hitting on 4s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. So nothing.
Then you get to reroll to wound? Or is it just
Oh,
one
yeah,
to
yeah,
wound?
right, yeah. I literally just did that and I forgot. So 2 wounds, AP2.
So 5 up. Fail 1.
D3. 2.
Take.
Okay. I'm really bad about saying, like, I'm using this thing to, like, reroll to wound, and then 2 seconds later, I don't reroll to wound. Do I have... Yeah, I can see... Yeah, those 4 I can see. So the guys down here will shoot at the neophytes. Yeah, I'm in range, so I have an autocannon, but I moved, so I'm only hitting on 4s with him. 1 hit, 1 wound, AP1. Doesn't matter though.
5 up. Lose another one.
And then 4 bolter shots.
Up. Lose another.
And then these guys will shoot at the crawler, or not the crawler, the rock grinder. So they moved as well, so I only get the 1 shot for the 3 guys. And all my Marines just have bolters. So bolters, 1 hit, 1 wound, plasma gun, not overcharging. Good thing. Oh wait, I get to reroll it. Hit. So 1 plasma, 1 bolter.
Bolter. Fail. Take it. Plasmas.
AP2?
Minus 3.
Oh, is it?
AP2?
I thought it was AP2.
No, I don't have plasma gun in my hand. But 6 up. So whether or not he gets saved is relevant. I think it's AP3.
Oh, yeah, Melt is AP4, so it's probably AP3.
Because AP3 and you just get the increased strength and
Yeah, AP3, you're right.
damage.
Yeah, the strength, yeah. And then I have my Warp Bolter from my Demon Prince, which will also be on that. So I advanced, so it's -1 to hit. Both hit still, strength 4. So 1 AP1, 2 damage.
3 up.
Yeah, so that is...
It'd be 4, but...
You cover, so you're fine. So that is all of my shooting. Oh no, actually I have my my Exalted Champion didn't shoot. He's got a his super gun. So he is 3 shots from the Maelstrom something or another for being a Red Corsair. Reroll a 1. Nothing. Alright, so that is all my shooting. Is that just a heavy flamer on the rock grinder?
It's a 2d6 heavy flamer.
What's the range on it? Like
12.
Okay, so I am in range of that. So I would be looking for a 9. No, I can't get. Yeah, I could get within there. I'll do it. So go ahead and overwatch me.
Kill that hell brute.
Heavy stubber. 1 hit. Nothing. Clearance incinerator. Only 5 shots. 2.
If you want. Or make a vote. So I'm looking for a 9. That's like the worst combination I could get. But I'm going for it. Reroll the 2. Get me in there. No. Well, I didn't take any wounds. I just lost another command point. I got first strike, which is really good. But I am scared of Joe's. Joe's ability to snipe my characters is pretty scary. I don't think you can get within range of them, but you can still come in and like wipe out a Chaos Space Marine squad easily enough with your Kellamorph. But yeah, otherwise pretty good turn, I think.
I'm going to spend the 2 command points for the neophytes to auto-pass. I need to try and keep the objective since you got first strike.
And when our objective's scored right now, correct?
No. It's at the
Turn
start
2?
of your movement phase, but we move the objectives now, which we might as well just do now.
Okay.
So you get to pick.
This one?
3. So Tide doesn't move. Can I move it out of your range? Or
No.
probably not.
If you can only move it 3 inches, then
Alright,
I'm
well,
around it.
we'll move it this way, but we'll
Okay.
do that after. Let's do that one. Because that's the exciting one. Chaos. 6.
No.
Yeah, so Joe won't
3
score that
inches
one.
away.
Yeah, so I'll
I'm
go.
taking back my 2 command points. They can just die.
Well,
Well,
this
let's do yours,
Yeah.
since you're going to get that away.
Chaos. Die, so it doesn't move. And then this last one. Genestealers. Chaos. Stay still. So I gotta move both of Joe's, and he can move either of mine. But I can't deny this one from him, but that one I can. So Joe will score 1 victory point at the start of his turn, and then Joe still has my turn to wipe me off my objectives, though.
All of my units have arrived from Cult Ambush. I brought up the unit of Metamorphs, the Icon Ward, and the Primus in the center, and then I spent the 3 command points for a perfect ambush, and I moved the Metamorphs up 6 inches towards Danny's squad of Chaos Space Marines holding that objective. I rolled the dice to see if I got a command point back, so I got 1 back, so it only cost me 2. Since Danny failed to make the charge against the Rock Grinder, I drove it up. The Magus jumped out and is just hiding behind the wall so he can cast Psychic Powers. The unit of Bikers moved up so they can throw their demolition charges, and their Wolf Quad's in range of the squad of Chaos Space Marines with his Incinerator. My squad of Neophytes on my objective that I actually control just moved up to re-surround it, and their mining lasers are in range of Danny's vehicles. On the other objective, I moved the squad of Acolyte Hybrids back to cover if the objective moves that way. The Ridge Runner moved out onto the objective, and the 2 surviving Neophytes just moved over so it can't move outside of 3 inches of me unless Danny wipes out at least 1 unit. I moved the Jackal Alphys over to still keep him in her aura range. And then the last 2 units of mine that came in from reserve, or from Cult Ambush, is the Kellamorph, who I brought in back in Danny's deployment area so he can go after the 2nd squad of Chaos Space Marines on that side of the board. And then I brought the Locust in back here so that he can try and make a charge against the Predator, hopefully. And maybe the Sorcerer, because he can pile in if he makes a charge and try and pick off the Sorcerer if the Sanctus fails to kill him.
Well, and then you brought the Kellamorph in here because I protected all my
Yeah.
characters.
Like, there was no reason to try and... I would have had to spend command points for him to move up, or for him to just get set up more than 3 inches away, but I'm not too worried about the Aspiring Champion.
Exalted Champion.
Exalted Champion. Hopefully the Sorcerer I can pick off with the Sanctus. Because otherwise, why did I pay the points to take him?
I don't know.
So, go into the Psychic phase. So, the Magus that jumped out of the Rock Grinder is going to try and cast Smite. Fails with a 4. The other Magus, through the window, will try and cast Smite.
So just be warned, if you cause damage to him, and then I roll a 6, he gets to shoot you.
Goes off with an 11.
Yikes, I gotta try denying that. I mean, this is your 2 psychic powers, right? Or do you have more?
This is the only second
Okay,
power I can
so
do.
Deny. Nope. So that's D6.
3.
Okay. And then that's your psychic phase?
Yep.
Alright, so on a 6 I shoot you. I didn't shoot you.
How many wounds does he have left?
5.
So I'll start off shooting with the squad of neophytes on my objective, shooting mining lasers into the Hellbrute. And then they'll all shoot their auto guns, just because.
At him, or?
Yeah, I'll just shoot them at him. So, mining lasers. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Toughness 7.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Strength 9 anyway. 1 wound AP 3.
6 up. Goes through.
What?
He's got 3 left. Can you turn that through to a 5, correct?
Auto guns. No.
That's
A lot of 5s, no 6s. That's all they're shooting. The Rock Grinder will throw demolition charges towards the Hellbrute and will fire the Incinerator and the Heavy Stubber towards the squad of Marines. So, demo charge. 3. All hit. 2 wounds, AP 3.
6 up. Goes through.
2d3. 4.
Dies. Does he explode, though? No.
And then Clearance Incinerator on the Marines. 9.
I did it too.
We've all done
How'd you
it.
even do that?
I bumped it when I went through the other angle around.
We got 3s. So, 8 wounds, AP 1.
On the cast screen?
Yep.
We climbed too high with our terrain.
4 up. 3 die.
Heavy Stubber.
I'll keep my plasma gun.
1 wound. Regular.
3 up. Made it.
That's all the shooting from him. So, since the Hellbrute's dead a little quicker than I thought he'd be, I'm going to spend 1 command point. Actually, first I'll fire the Ridge Runner. We'll fire at the Venom Crawler, but first the Jackal Alphys will mark it. So, he'll fire the Heavy Stubbers at the Havocs. So,
T5.
these are hitting on 5s, since he moved.
Boy, so this is the Havocs?
Yeah.
Okay.
5s, 1.
Hope so. I focused the camera on them.
2 up.
I've never misfocused the camera before.
No. Your camera work is the best camera work.
I know. If people look back at the videos, they can tell.
Heavy Mining Laser, 1 shot again, hitting on 4s. Hits against the Venom Crawler.
T7.
Oh, look at that.
Wounds.
The Venom
AP3.
Crawler.
Not the Havocs.
Not the Havocs.
5 up invuln. Well, how much damage does this do?
22.
Heavy Mining Laser is a D6.
Alright, I'll command point it. I got all the command points. Oh, that looked like I was going to get
2.
Right, that's not too bad. And I heal 2 at the beginning of each, or I heal 1 at the beginning of my turns.
So how many does that leave him with?
8.
Alright. So that's Ridge Runner done. Just fire the Jackal Alphys now. No, first I'll fire the Sanctus. And he'll fire on the Sorcerer.
There he is.
Sniper.
That Red Corsair Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Hits.
Looks a lot like Aramon.
Fails to wound.
He's a Red Corsair. Can you reroll 2? It's a
I
big
can spend
me.
the command point to reroll.
He doesn't have an invuln. I guess it's only AP1.
Yeah. I'm really looking for the 6.
Yeah, redo
But
it. Command
I'll be
point.
down to 1 command point if I do the explosives.
How many
That's
command
worth
points
it,
do
Joe.
the
You don't need to
explosives?
keep
And
those.
each one of them is 1 command point
So
for
you
the
have
plus
4?
1. Well, if I spend 1 and then I spend 2 on these,
Oh.
I'd be down to 1.
Yeah. I mean, well, you can. I mean, you can get extra points when I spend mine.
Yeah. I'll
Do it.
try it.
You know you want to.
I'll roll a 1, but might as well try. 4. So
It's a wound.
AP 1.
4 up, and I already used my command point. Goes through.
Suffers perils of the warp.
Well, no, I suffer D3 damage.
Okay, first. 1.
Alright, now I suffer a perils.
Now you explode.
So I'm gonna explode no matter what. What's it do? Is it D3 mortal wounds for 6 inches?
3 or 6 inches. I'll look it up.
Goodbye, Aramon, the Red Corsair. He's exploded and destroyed my army. It has
Red Corsair, man.
I don't think it can be 6. That's a really big explosion. It is kind of crazy how good some of the new sniper units are.
That's
Like this
cool.
G
The
W's.
Eliminators and
Yeah.
Each unit within 6 inches
Oh my god. D3.
suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Like they're making so many characters, but then they're also making like tons and tons of snipers.
that's right.
Alright, so what D3 Joe? Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. So my exalted champion, D3. 2. My Chaos Space Marine squad. 1 more dies. My Demon Prince takes 3. And then my Predator. And then the Venom Crawler. 2 and 2. Yikes. Just dropped a tactical nuke on me.
And then I'll do the Calamorph shooting into the squad of Chaos Space Marines. So he's got 4 shots with his regular pistols, and then 3 shots from Oppressor's Bane. If I can find the page with the names.
I'm the one being oppressed here. You just blew me up.
So, 4 regular pistol shots, 3 hits, so he gets 3 extra shots. Total of 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds from that. And then new pistol, all hit. All hit again. Wounding on 4s. Nah. So 1 AP, 2 AP 1s.
1 AP2. Good. 2 AP1s. 1 dice. So this is because I'm not Primaris. You're designed to kill Primaris Marines.
It's true. It's a lot of those Reavers.
I'm just humble Chaos Space Marines. 13 points per models with just 1 special rule.
Alright, that's all of his shooting. So I will go and spend 1 command point on extra explosives so that more than 1 guy can throw his demo charge. And then I'll spend 1 command point on drive-by demolitions. It's the Rusted Claw special stratagem. So I get to add 1 to hit and wound rolls made with that unit's grenade weapons.
Nice.
So 3 guys will be using their demo charges. The Wolf Quad will just fire his flamer into the Venom Crawler as well.
What's the range on it?
12.
Can you hit the Chaos Space Marine?
No. Could have hit the squad, but...
Haha. My explosion had a silver lining.
And the last guy would just shoot a shotgun at the Venom Crawler.
He's not in range because the Hellbrute died, right?
Yeah. He was going to go after the Hellbrute, but...
So this is...
This is 3d6 demo charges towards the Venom Crawler.
He only has 6 wounds left.
So, 9, 12. Let's double check something. 12. Hitting on 3s. Two misses. Toughness.
7.
Wounding on 2s. All. Oh, that is 10 wounds. AP3.
5 up. I made 1. So these do like 0.1 damage, right?
Cool.
And this can super explode. Okay, it didn't super explode. Or not. I mean, it's just, I think, more likely to explode. Oh, it does explode on a 5+, but I got a 4. So he just dies. Like my hopes of winning this game.
And hand flamers. I don't want to risk it all failing my charge because you rolled snake eyes with your hell brute one time. So I think that is all of my shooting.
Well, wait, what's your original hand flamer? 6?
6.
Oh, okay, no, yeah, that's kind of rough. Are you charging?
Can you hit the squad up top?
No, I mean that's 6 inches up, right? So you'd have to be directly below me.
Yeah, I think the guy right below them has a auto pistol. So they are just going to charge the squad on your objective.
Oh no, it's 5 inches.
Yeah, you might be able to make.
Are these the 2 hand flamers?
There's a bunch of hand flamers. There's a guy out front that has one.
Him?
Yeah.
You might be in range, but I'm not sure. I mean, if you'd wanted to, you could have these 2 hand flamers, and I think you'd hit me then.
Alright, well, we've done that then. So, pistols on Havocs. 9.
No damage.
Probably. They are only wounding them on 5s.
But my T5 doesn't even help me.
2 wounds.
Do it. Good.
Okay. And then the Metamorphs are going to charge. The bottom squad of Chaos Space Marines. And then the Rock Grinder is going to assault Demon Prince.
And then
And the Locust is going to assault the Predator.
Okay. I'll overwatch the Chaos Space Marines first. Autocannon. No. Bolters. Do they have 1 or 2 wounds?
They have 1. It's good I didn't do it. Squad of Bikes is gonna just scoot away a little bit.
Okay, so then the Chaos Space Marines didn't do anything. The Predator, though, las cannons, 2d3 Predator autocannon shots. That is 5. Oh, I gotta hit 2 hits. Get out of here, Locust. 1 wound, AP1. What's his profile?
5 up, 5 up, and 1.
How many wounds?
4 wounds.
I'll reroll. I'll use a command point to reroll that failed to wound with my autocannon. And then I have missile launcher, 4 shots. No hits. So 2, AP1, 3 damage.
5 up. Dead.
Yeah. And then you were talking about Demon Prince?
Yeah.
Bolter. Or Walk Bolter. No.
I just took the Locust because I spent
Well,
the
no,
night working on him. There was no reason not to take him.
Well, no, and I think if you got the charge off, it was totally worth it.
Rock Grinder on the Prince. 6. Hybrid Metamorphs on the Chaos Space Marine Squad.
They're in there. I
7
swear.
inches.
Look to the windows.
That's it. Alright, piled in the Metamorphs. Rock Grinder's in. Gonna start off with that so Danny doesn't interrupt and kill him first. So he still has top threshold, so he gets 6 plus a D3 attacks because he charged. So he gets a total of 9. Hitting on 4s.
I have 5 wounds left.
7 hits. Wounding on 3s. 4 wounds, AP2.
4 wounds, AP2. And then how much damage do these do?
D3.
Yeah. Give me the 5s. So D3?
Yep.
So 1.5 each. He'll be alive. So I'll command point 1. Because I got command points for days. Damn it. It wasn't worth it.
Just 9.
Yeah. Even if I hadn't taken any damage from my dude exploding.
So
Oh wait, are you within 3 inches? No, you're not within 3 inches. My Exalted Champion would have come in and saved
The
the day.
base of the Demon Prince is too large.
Was
Plus,
that,
he was pushed back
That's
from
true.
the barrels.
The might. Are
Was
you going to
that
pile in? I mean, you don't need to pile into him, but...
No. Was that your Warlord?
It was.
Are you going to interrupt the Metamorphs?
No,
with
you
your 5
can
Chaos
eat
Space
him.
Marines? Alright.
It's always not worth rolling, but I'll let you roll so you get the satisfaction of killing them.
So I've got 11 claw attacks. Just do those first. Oh, and I forgot to say the Primus, when he came up, he gets to mark an enemy unit, and he would have marked them, since they were the only potential charge one.
Interesting.
I obviously should have marked the Demon Prince.
Did you chop all their heads off when you charged?
Apparently.
Yeah, we're halfway through the fight phase. That's why my guys are... They even knocked the paint off this guy.
So, that unit gets to reroll wound rolls of 1 and gets to add 1 to hit rolls. Because of the Primus.
What about that banner?
The banner lets them...
Which banner am I talking about? This one or that one?
Well, that banner gives them
this
plus... So their cult icon lets them reroll hit rolls of 1. So they're hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. And then that guy's banner is giving them +1 strength.
Jeez. This should just be decorated in flags. They'd be invincible.
The Metamorph Claws. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Wounding on 3s. Reroll 1. AP 1.
4-ups. Good to, there. I hope you're happy you got all those dice ready and you're all prepped and you didn't need any of it. It's just Chaos Space Marines, Greg.
Are you going to consolidate, Joe?
Yes.
Now I'll get a fight with them, though. So it's just going to be 4 attacks. No, I got a chimp in there with a chain axe, no less. 2 attacks. 1 hit. No wounds. And then 3 basic attacks. 2 hits. No wounds. The mighty Chaos Space Marines. So there's all the combat and everything. So you slayed my warlord, and then on my turn, I get this objective. Contesting
it moves fair.
Oh no, it's at the beginning of the round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
and you got to see, are you fearless over there?
Oh, that's true. He did lose 4 comrades. Or I think he's leadership 8, so he's fine. It's close though. I mean, Predator's there, so even if he ran away, it super wouldn't matter. But it's a good point, Greg.
So that went pretty good for the Genestealer cult overall.
Yeah, he's fine.
Went a bit better than their first turn. Turns out when most of your army isn't actually doing anything, so you bring in the rest, things go a bit better.
It's true. So my Raptors have arrived. I've got 2 squads in back to shoot up the whatever that vehicle's called, the Ridge Runner. And then I have 1 back here to hopefully shoot the Kellermorph after my Havocs, which gun down these filthy Genestealers.
Which is why we moved the building.
Yep.
Again.
And then the Chaos Space Marine squad fell back. My Predator didn't move, so it could 1v1 the Rock Grinder. But then my Exalted Champion's also just going to shoot the Rock Grinder, so it's not much of a 1v1.
But 2v1.
Yeah, 2v1.
Well, there's an Exalted Champion there, too.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just talking about. Aspiring Champion, Exalted Champion.
Yeah. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah. But, I mean, unless I get, super good rolls, I think... I keep saying Greg. I think Joe's got me. I'm going to start out with my Havocs, though. Shooting all their shots at the Genestealers. No stratagems or anything I can use. And then I have a Plasma Gun follow-up. You're ignoring the AP ones pretty good.
What's shooting the Plasma Gun?
The Champion has an invisible one. They made it so the Havoc Champ has to take a special weapon now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The baseline one, before you modify it, is he has a flamer. I don't know why you'd give a squad with heavy bolters a flamer, but
well, you don't have heavy bolters. You've got the
with the GW default is last cannon's heavy bolters or with a flamer.
These to hit a
to a T3 or T4. It doesn't matter.
5 up. Better than 6 up. All dead.
Thank God. Get him out.
One squad done.
They did.
Which is the important thing.
Alright, next then will be my Exalted Champion. Is going to shoot his relic, which is the Maelstrom's Bite, and I'm going to shoot in both modes. So it's a Strength 9 Meltagun. So this is hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s. Hit. Wounding on 3s. Wound. AP4.
So, how much damage?
These 2d6 take the highest. 6.
Down the one.
And then the bolt gun component. Two hits, wounding you on 5s. Nothing. My champion will shoot his plasma pistol at you. You're T7, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, so I have to overcharge it. For glory, made it. Didn't win, you know. So the Predator, I guess I'll shoot the Havoc missile launcher and the 2 last cannons at it. And then I'll shoot the autocannon at the bikes.
Bikes are -1 to hit.
Yeah,
remember.
so I'll risk not killing it, but I'm going for it. So last cannon's on the Rock Grinder. Both hit. 1 wound, AP3.
So 6 up. Or no.
Yeah, you're
Same.
4 up, so no.
So how much damage?
3.
Dead.
Okay. And then autocannon on the bikes.
No one dies.
4 shots. Hitting on 4s. So 1. No wound. My dudes will shoot the Kellenborg. How many wounds does he have?
4, I think. 4 or 5.
Alright, well, I want to kill him, so I'm going to overcharge my plasma. First one. Second one. Second one blows up. 2 hits. Strength 8. Wounding you on 3s. 2 wounds. 3 bolt pistols.
You'd be wounding him on 2s.
Yeah, well, I wanted
With
the
the
2 damage.
Well, with the plasma, you'd be wounding him on 2s.
Yeah, that's what I said. So just 2 plasma.
He's got...
Did this guy die?
Yeah, one of them did. Kaboom.
He's got a 5 up in. He's good.
Did you make them both?
Did.
Damn you.
Those pre-natural senses.
Okay, and then on the other side of the board, I'm gonna shoot my bolt pistols at the Metamorphs.
Acolyte hybrids.
Acolyte hybrids, and my plasmas at that. That's not -1 to hit, is it?
No.
Alright. So plasma 1, overcharged. Plasma 2.
Inception.
And then on the Acolyte hybrids. There's my 1. Come on. There. So 3 hits. Like T6 or something.
T5 on the Ridge Runner.
Yeah, so 2. AP3.
3, so no save.
Yeah, so 4 damage. And then the nothing on the dudes. So then my other squad shooting 2 and 2. 3 hits. Wounding you on 3s. 1. How many does it have left?
It's got 4 wounds left.
Did I? No, I didn't command point yet. I'll command point. Wounding on 3s. Got it. So it's dead.
With what?
I got 2 more plasma. So 4 more.
Oh,
damage.
from the other squad?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were still on the first squad. You were like, you're like, nothing on them. 4 wounds. It's dead.
And then my bolt pistols aren't in range of anything. So I have shot everything.
Any assaults?
Yeah, my Exalted Champion will go into that squad, but I think I'm going to use 2 on Endless Cacophony on them.
He did explode, so it's just 1 mortal wound to the nearby units.
Alright.
So characters don't block characters anymore. So I'm going to... Yeah, so these guys don't block. So I'm going to shoot at those 2 with my 2 command points. So do you want to see if you get it? I've done
It's
2
not the same turn. I already got 1.
Oh, okay. I lost my... Well, I guess I just need 2 sets. So 2 Reaper chain cannons on each, and then the plasma. Who has more wounds?
I think they are the same.
Is one of them your HQ?
The Primus is the Warlord.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. So the plasma gun on him.
Primus has one more wound than the other guy.
So yeah, plasma gun on the Primus. So we'll do the Primus first. So hitting you on regulars. You're not T2.
No.
So that many chain gun AP1.
So 5 up, then 6 up from the banner,
Banner also gives feel no pain.
and he's dead.
No.
Oh, wait. Can I unquestioning loyalty?
When would you do that?
Suffers mortal wound.
Each time you fail a saving throw, suffer mortal wound.
So on a 4 up, I can put on to the other guy. So he failed 5.
So I mean, you just do them all.
Yeah. Well, the other guy only has 4.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you can do a maximum. So
the other guy's dead, okay. And he takes a wound.
So I just get my overcharged plasma on you, and then my other... Oh, so, well... But this happens at the same time, though. Because I would just shot him first, then. You know? Like, I'm shooting both of them simultaneously with the same unit. So I would have just resolved it on him first, so he couldn't bodyguard it. You know, so I don't know sequencing how this works. Or if this is just a misplay by me.
I don't know. Just roll the other guy. If you kill him, then they're both dead.
Oh, well, this is a plasma. My plasma gun champ explodes. Strength 8, so 1 AP3 damage on your Primaris, or your Primus.
So, you supercharged it?
Yep.
Fails.
And then on the flag dude. Seven.
He's got 1 move left.
So, where the
Primus is dead. Banner has 1 move.
Okay.
I just skipped the question of whether or not I can do that.
Well, yeah, because I'm always confused if shooting is in sequence. Because I think at some point it's even you technically do 1 gun at a time, even, and you just roll multiple insane guns simultaneously to save time. But I'm not sure here if I did it wrong. If it doesn't matter the order I did it, if I misplayed by resolving it in that order, or what. But yeah, we can just
low IQ play.
That's true. So I guess just charges. So my Exalted Champion will go into your... oh wait, they have Flamers?
They have a hand flame.
Yeah, go ahead and hand flame me.
4. 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Auto pistols.
Yeah, he's probably...
So 3 wounds.
Yeah, he's gonna die. He's got 2 left. Oh no, he's alive. He does take 1 though. And then, well, no, your Overwatch would like annihilate me if you actually hit with it. But no, but you just shoot me, so I might as well try charging you with my Raptors. Because if I don't, you'll annihilate me anyway.
One hit. The regular pistol. No wound. Relic. 2 hits. 1 AP2.
5 up. 1 dies. See if they make it. They don't. Alright, so we just got the combat to resolve. So he's just got a regular Power Axe, So he's got 4 attacks. All hit. And then strength 5, so winning on 3s, rerolling failed to wound. So 4 AP 2.
4 AP 2, so that's just 4 dead.
None of them were characters worthy.
No. So last guy's got a rock saw. Hitting on 3s. Both hit. Wounding on 2s.
If you wound, I die.
2 wounds. AP 4.
Despite aspiring to glory, he doesn't carry an invuln around with him.
And then leadership on them. He dies as well.
The Raptors lost 2 over there. Leadership. No, I can't fail. They're 8. Too big to fail.
The 2 squads that took mortal wounds from the Ridge Runner exploding can't fail, since they only lost 1. So I think that's everything. Yeah. So it just needs to see if the objectives move.
Yep. So which one first?
Let's do the one by your Havocs.
Chaos 5.
Genestealers 4.
So I get to move it. I will leave it where it is. I'll pick this one.
Genestealers.
Chaos. I'll leave it where it... No, I'll move it back. Because Joe's coming for it.
The one back here.
Chaos. There you go.
Genestealers 1.
Can I get it away from you?
No.
Alright. I don't care then.
Alright, last one. Genestealers.
Chaos. Doesn't move.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, actually I would have 100% got that one away from you. So
right now it's 3-2, and I'm gonna get
you get 2. And these guys are in cover, despite the ruin having been.
Yes.
Oh, we can put the ruin back now.
Yeah.
There's no one gonna be doing any assaults.
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of did some stuff better than I would have thought I'd be able to. But I think you're ahead in victory points, and you have the ability to deny me on them. So I mean, I got my Raptors in back, and if you can kill them, I think I just lose. But
since Danny managed to wipe out all of my stuff on that side of the board, I'm just Acolyte Icon was just gonna run away to try and survive. The Kelemorphs moved up to try and go after the 4-man squad of regular Chaos Space Marines. My unit of Jackals has moved up, so the last guy with the demo charge can chuck it at the Predator, and then they can try and finish off the Space Marine. If the Magus that I moved in advanced up, and the other Magus that I moved in advanced up can't kill him with Smites first. The unit of Neophytes with the Mining Lasers stayed still, because they are in range of the Predator. The unit of Neophytes with the Shotguns advanced up to get 4 of them in range of the 1 squad of Raptors, and to get within 6 inches of the Jackal Alphas for the +1. The unit of Acolyte Hybrids just moved up to try and go after that squad of Raptors. And that was all I had to do for my turn. So going to start off trying to cast Smite from this back Magus. Goes off with a 9.
he dies.
And then the other one will try and cast Smite. Goes off with an 8.
How many?
2. And that's all the psychic powers. So go right into shooting. The Jackals will fire everything at the Predator.
Including the demo charge?
Yeah. So one guy will chuck his demo charge. 2. Both miss. And then 6 shotgun shots. And the flamer. Shotgun. 2 hits. Moving on 5s. 1 more.
AP?
No.
No? Okay.
Flamer. 6 shots. 1. AP 1.
Goes through.
That is all of their shooting. So I'll go to the Kelemorph next, and he will fire at the squad of regular Chaos Space Marines. Here's regular pistols first. All hit. Second shots all hit. Moving in 4s. 4 AP1s.
1 dice.
Then the relic. All hit. All hit again. 4 more ones. AP2.
Wow. That's a 2 die.
Can't even kill anything.
His gunslinging days are over.
Alright, then it will be the Jackal Alphas. She'll mock the squad of raptors in the back, and then she'll shoot at them. Hitting on 2s. Missed. Then the 4 shotguns in range will shoot at them. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. 2 wounds.
1 dies.
And then the squad of Acolyte Hybrids will shoot at the other squad of Raptors. Hand Flamer. 1. Wounds. Auto Pistol. Fails. That's 1 wound.
Good.
And that is all of my shooting. Oh no, got the mining laser first.
No, that's big.
I was like, what? I thought I was going to do more damage to the Predator than that. I hoped I would. So 2 mining lasers and the auto guns just shooting at the Predator. Mining lasers, 1 hit. 1 wound, AP3.
Made it. My rolls are
Now
too
that's
good.
all right, though. Then 8 auto gun shots. One.
Good.
And now the unit of bikes will assault the Predator, and the unit of Acolyte. Oh wait, Sanctus.
Oh.
He's hidden up on that tower, so I keep forgetting about him. He will fire into the 4-man squad of Raptors.
I think both form. I know.
Hits. Fails to win. He's
Okay. So the Predator will overwatch. Last game.
So your snipers haven't been pulling their weight.
now they have.
No, Havoc missile launcher. One. No AP. 1 damage.
4 up. Good. And then the Acolytes onto your Raptors. 12-inch charge.
Oh, that was for my Predator. So my
Yeah.
Raptors haven't shot yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's
So I was doing overcharge with plasma. Yeah, 2 plasma hits. 2 wounds, 3 bolters. Yeah, bolt pistol, so 2 AP3.
so no save.
No feel no pain from your banner?
No, he's outside of 6. So no bolters.
Nope, just the 2 plasma.
11-inch charge.
Like, due to the rock saw or the drill, it's just gonna go through the wall.
Unfortunately, the drill is only really good against multi-wound guys.
If only these were Primaris, mighty Primaris Marines. I'd be playing into all these buffs again.
Instead of just mini Marines.
They're 1.5 Marines.
Yeah.
They haven't hit the 2.0 of the Primaris, but they're definitely bigger than your conventional Marine.
Do the squad of Acolyte Hybrids first.
Craig doesn't even know the name of Joe's units.
Well, no, I know the others are bikes.
Oh, you only have 3 over here. This guy's more worried about this.
Well, you just killed 2.
Well, I thought it was like a 10-man squad. Oh no, they dudes out of the vehicle I blew up, right?
Yeah.
So 2 AP3.
6 up.
Wow.
Made 1.
Can't even do that right. Then just the sergeant. So 3 attacks. With his rending claws, all miss. Cultist Knife, miss.
Glorious.
And then unit of bikes. So 5 attacks. 3, 6 attacks.
You didn't want to interrupt, Danny?
No, I didn't. The Land Raider, or not Land Raider, Predator would just run over Joe's guys.
No.
Our Raptor's fighting back. 3 hits. 3 wounds.
You're up. 1 dice.
Just one of the grinders.
Yeah.
He has suffered 5, so he still gets, so he gets a D3. 2 mighty attacks, hitting on 6s. Nothing.
Alright. The squad of Acolytes lost 3. They're good. No one else lost anybody. So that's the only morale test for me.
I didn't lose enough guys in any squad to force the morale.
So,
You denied me a victory point.
I denied you a victory point, but you're going to be tied up, and your Havocs can just murder any single unit of mine. So I think at this point I'm going to lose.
Well, I can't, like I said, I can't get them. I don't think I have line of sight to that squad.
Well, you can't get that squad, but you can easily take that objective. You can just move the Predator away, shoot them dead.
Yeah, you're within 24.
And then, like, your squad of Raptors can jump over and take it next turn. So I think at this point I've kind of lost. Unless you completely fail in shooting.
Yeah, where the objectives are moving out, so I'm guaranteed that point. But yeah, I mean the objectives moving, I don't even know if super benefit you.
I don't think it can benefit me, because, like, if these objectives move, you can still just get it. And the fact that the squad of Acolytes couldn't even kill, like, any of your Raptors just means that squad's full.
Damage this turn.
But all of my shooting completely failed. The fact that I couldn't even kill the Predator.
Yeah. Well, and then it does go to, like, the Ruin and stuff I was able to put the Havocs on. Like, you couldn't get into them with close combat.
Yeah.
You know, they had been on the ground floor, you would have killed them. But you don't have the weapons to kill the Havocs. So they're kind of just able to mow stuff down.
And I think it would drag on, but I don't think I can win anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can obviously kill this dude outside of, like, super unlucky.
Well, even just the fact that, like, those Raptors can move up, shoot him, or charge him.
I can Endless Cacophony to shoot again over here. I won't wipe them out, I think. With the -1 to hit. I don't know if I'll wipe them out.
double shooting, you
Wait, no,
probably
some of my shots... Well, yeah, I guess my Raptors would kill this guy.
Yeah.
And then they could double shoot them and maybe wipe them out.
Like, I don't think you're going to get this objective, but you can guarantee get 2.
You'll deny Joe, so he'll only get 1 point, and then you'll get the 2.
Yeah. I mean, it's close, but yeah, I think it's just going to kind of be like
a
little bit of back and forth.
I didn't do anywhere near enough damage as I needed to try and...
Yeah. Well, you did, like, your big play and used a bunch of command points, but, like, you only, like, got Chaos Space Marines, essentially.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I managed to do tons of damage over here, but without... If I had killed the Havocs, then I could win, but without even picking one of them off, there's nothing I can
there's nothing
to stop you from wiping out a unit a turn.
Yeah, and at that point, like, that side of the board's mine as well.
Yeah.
Like I can even jump up and kill the Semtic.
The fact that the Calamorph only killed 2 Chaos Space Marines... He killed 3 total Marines in 2 turns of shooting.
He's come in and done, like, some super shenanigans. I mean, you did get the sniper explosion with my Sorcerer, which was really good.
But that was the best single success that I had.
Yeah, your snipers failed the rest of the game.
Yeah, and honestly, it seems like a lot of your, like, BS4, like, you having your mining lasers and not being able to, like, pop the vehicle and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, your demo charge, it seems to an extent with the cult and your stratagems that you ran. Like, being able to do the bikes kind of as a substitute for, like, anti-vehicle guns.
Yeah.
But, like, you're out of bombs now, so you can't keep doing them. I mean, if you want to call it, we can.
And I don't think... Like, I think it would just drag on. I don't think there's any way I can win at this point. Unless you completely... Unless all of your Raptors fire their plasma and explode, and you don't do any other damage besides that, I don't think I can win.
I don't even think I'd, like, overcharge them.
Which is, like, even if they did explode, I don't think I can win.
Well, that's... How many wounds does a Sanctic have?
4 or 5.
Well, I could get a guy up there. So I could charge him, would be the main thing. Which is... No, I can't. I'm flying. So I can't charge. I can fall back. So I guess I could charge him. But, I mean, there's nothing for him to kill, essentially.
Yeah. He can pick off maybe one guy, but the only success he had was finishing off your sorcerer. Yeah. And even that was on him not doing anything turn
I'm
one.
not 100% guaranteed. Like, you still have this squad over here.
Yeah, but they're just armed with shotguns.
I know, but these are just raptors. Like, they're just T4. And aren't you strength 4 at 6 inches?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's guaranteed. I think it's, like, I mean, it's close enough, and I think it's going to kind of be tedious the rest of the game, so I think we can call it. But I don't think
Even if I wipe out them, your Havocs can then just shoot and wipe out that squad. So even if I go and regain control of my objective at the end of my turn 4, you just kill him before turn 5.
That's fair. Wait, and actually, I guess that's even killing... No, yeah, because the Kellamorph doesn't block. No, these guys are closer than him. So I can't have my Havoc shoot him, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think we can call it if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think... It's like I've got like a 5% chance to win.
I think it's more than that, but it's just not super... It's going to be if we get, like, extreme dice rolling.
Yeah.
Like, if I roll really badly, you can win. If you roll really well, you can win.
And I think I need to roll well and you to roll poorly to try and win. Like, the Kellamorph would have to survive another turn, be able to, like, run over to the objective the Havocs are on, and then, like, pick off most of them.
Yeah, and then being T5 actually, like, really hurts his damage. So we'll call it as a Red Corsairs victory.